Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we played as M.A. Lacey, Halls of the Drowned. And they were a pretty cool nation. Alternated between a land capital and a water capital, and they had humans that became ghosts by drowning in the waters, and yeah, it was fun stuff. We had a good game. We're going to roll up another one. 163. That's Heiju, Court of Sorcery. Pretty certain we've played that. It seems really familiar. Heiju. Let me just look up here on the mod. Court of Sorcery. Gosh, maybe we haven't played this. It doesn't really look familiar, to be honest. No, maybe. Yeah, Spirit Gates, Sacred Trees, Yokai. I think we did play it. Must have just been a pretty quick game or something. Okay, well, we'll skip it for now then. Huh. 289. EA Sitecah, White Giants. This is a Dominions Enhanced nation. Let's do it. White Giants. Let's try another one of these new maps that we haven't played before. We'll go with, let me check. Cartographic Atrocity. Suitable for around 12 to 18 players with 3 to 4 of those underwater. That's a lot of water nations. It has 60 sea provinces. Yeah, okay. We can do 3 water nations. 12. Okay, so if we consider 3 of the nations being in water, you're still looking at probably like 14 on land. So yeah, I'd say maybe 16. Let's do 16 total. Yeah, and 3 of them will be water. I'm not going to remember that by the time we get to that point, but we'll see. EA. Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm not going to remember. Thrones. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Random land. Random water. Random water. Random water. And we are playing as Sitecah, White Giants. A nation of human tribes enslaved by pale-skinned, cannibalistic giants. Many moons ago, a group of Avim, fleeing the tyranny of the Rephaim, arrived on the shores of a new land. After conquering the local tribes, they instituted a blood cult in imitation of the Melkarts. Now they rule over the humans using their superior strength and skill at arms. Captives and those that... Jesus. Captives and those that displease their rulers are devoured in bloody rituals, aping the foul appetites of the Rephaim. Some of the humans are given limited authority to rule over their fellows, and shamans skilled in dark magic pledge allegiance to their bloody overlords. The giants have retained much of their skill at war and weapon mastery, and their armies are well equipped. Boy, mentioned blood quite a few times there. Blood cult, bloody rituals. bloody overlords. We have humans and giants, heat scale +1. Giants, light infantry and archers, sacred Starnake giant warriors, and powerful sacred summons. We get strong blood magic, of course, and earth magic. Some fire, nature, astral death. Strong priests that can do blood sacrifices. Turmoil +1, heat +1. Standard forts, temples cost 750. Enslaved tribal leader. The 50 leadership as a slave. Which doesn't really affect anything on a commander. Just means they have low morale. Okay. Sitecah chieftain, 100 leadership. Priest level 1. 20% chance for a blood. Taskmaster +2, and they are a slaver, so they can levy slave warriors. Okay. Okay, it's not bad. Blood Cult Initiate. 1 blood, then Fire, Earth, Astral, Death, Nature. Big mix. Slaves, they cause unrest 1, and they're Blood Searcher 1. Yeah, well, I mean, that's your Blood Searcher. Causing extra unrest is kind of unnecessary, but alright. Ishtahulo. 1 Earth, 1 Death, 1 Nature, and then Earth, Death, Nature. And they can summon allies. They will animate a corpse each month to serve them and can summon the Shilambish, lost spirits of the slain, to serve their will. This will be our go-to mage then, because that's all very useful stuff. Starnake Lord, 150 leadership, Earth 1, Blood 2, Holy 2, 20% for another Earth or Death or Blood. Taskmaster +2, Population Killer 20, and Slaver. Okay. And Starnake High Priest, cap only. 1 Earth, 2 Blood, 3 Holy. And then Fire, Earth, Astral, Death, Blood twice, plus 10% for another one. Okay. Okay. They are old, unfortunately. Taskmaster +2, Population Killer 20, Adept Sacrificer 2. Which means, yeah, you could get some big blood sacrificers here. Okay, we're definitely going to want growth. Enslaved Tribesmen. Yeah. Oh boy. Probably one of the worst militia units we've ever seen. Undisciplined. 10 hit points, 0 protection, 7 defense, 10 MR, 6 morale with a stone spear, 7 attack. No armor, no shield, nothing. They can promote, but good luck with that. Enslaved Spear Conscripts. Still undisciplined. 13 defense, and they do get a parry 4 hide shield. It's not all hopeless. 9 attack on their spear for 12 damage. 8 morale. Enslaved Conscript with a spiked club. Okay. Enslaved Archer. It's alright. It's okay. I mean, they're gonna die. 0 protection, 10 hit points. No armor. They're gonna die. Enslaved Club Warrior. Parry 4 hide shield. 6 protection. 7 on the head. 8 morale with a sling and mace. I guess you'd mostly just use them as a slinger. Enslaved Spear Warrior. 14 defense with a parry 4 shield. Same armor at 6. And a 13 damage spear. It's okay. I mean, there's far worse units, and they're really cheap. Javelin Warrior. Basically, same stats, more or less. But they get the Javelin for 12 piercing, 2 of them, and a mace. Yeah, it's not bad. Axe Warrior. 12 defense with a parry 4 shield, but they do get a bone cuirass, bumping them up to 11 protection, which is pretty significant. Yeah, that might edge out the Javelin. Club Warrior, 13 defense with a parry 4 shield, the Bone Cuirass, and a Spiked Club, 14 blunt pierce damage. They do get 1 extra defense, which obviously is significant. But they're losing 4 damage and slashing for 2 worse attack types. I'd probably lean towards the Axe Warrior still. Sitecah Warrior. Giant, although it's only a size 4, so not that big of a giant. 24 hit points, 13 protection. With 1 natural, so it's actually 14 on the body. 12 defense with a parry 4 shield. 12 MR. They have a 23 damage axe and a 20 damage throwing axe. 2 of them. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's sort of the thing I'm just like, why wouldn't I just make these? Especially with some big buffs. Kinda ridiculous. In EA. And then Starnake Warrior, cap only sacred. 28 hit points, 17 protection. 12 defense with a parry 4 shield. 12 MR, 14 morale. They don't need to eat. They do kill population 10 though, which is, you know, that shit adds up. If you're dealing with like 100 and some of these guys. But they have a 23 damage magic axe. Yeah. Yeah. Working Man Bless. Very strong here. Also, could do enlarge. Wouldn't affect too much. But they also wouldn't gain much out of it. They'd gain like 9 health. So you could just do 5 undying instead. To not hurt their defense at all. I mean, the extra strength is kind of good, but... Summons. The Shilombish. Ethereal, spirit form, paralyze. It's a dispossessed spirit. That's what it is. They can do a bison, size 6 trampler with berserk. It's okay. Water panther, look at that thing. 24 hit points, 8 protection, 11 defense, 20 speed, but they're undisciplined. Antlers, bite, claw attack. Pretty nasty. Nirumbi Berserker. Dwarves. 11 hit points, size 2, 9 protection, 11 defense, no shield. They do also have Berserker plus 3. 20 damage great clubs, length 2. Huh. Nirumbi Archers. Have range 35 poison bows. Not bad. Stone Giant, 66 hit points, 23 protection. Holy shit. Only 8 MR, but that's not a huge deal against the AI. 37 damage Great Club, length 3. Yeah, okay, we'll probably want some of those. Hashok Aqua Huiga, the demonic being that lurks around the swamps of Sitecah. So it's got Fear 10, Awe 3, Stealth 40, Spirit Sight, 20 defense, but 3 hit points, 0 protection. A length 5, Hypnotize, Stun. Depends how many you get. If it's just 1, it's like, eh. Ish Katini, Sacred Bird, or Demon Owl. 28 hit points, 6 protection, 11 defense. With Dark Power 2. A Beak and Talons attack. Pretty damn good, I gotta say. I mean, yeah, we wish the protection was better or something, but still. Nalusa Chito. Shadow demons known as Soul Eaters. 28 hit points, 6 protection, 90. Pretty substandard there. They have 2 claw attacks and a soul-rending bite to consume souls. And it's a life drain effect. That's pretty good. There's definitely more summons. Deer Woman, This is all the commanders usually. So nature, glamour, blah, 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 with seduction, which is always good. Nature, glamour, death. Plenty of seduction. Nalusa Falaya, Shadow Demon, Reanimator Priest, Bopoli, Renature. Primordial Deer, 9d6 Deer. We've seen this before. Be really funny to get sometime. Okay. Let's look at spells. Summon Shilombish. Gives you 1 Shilombish commander. Water Panthers, you get 8+ for 7 water gems. That's pretty good. I could see getting some of those. Teaching of Arakiel. The entire battlefield for 1 earth gem. Minus 15 fatigue. Now, it doesn't say friendly units only, but the text does. You know, earth gems are tricky to come by, but they absolutely expect you to make bloodstones. 10+ bison for 10 gems. Honestly, for that amount, for that cost, that's pretty good. Stone Giants, 3+ for 7. And it's 3 plus 1/2. Yeah, I would say we have a pretty strong incentive then to go like 6 earth on a pretender. Five Stone Giants for 7 gems is pretty nuts. Shilombish, you get 25+ for 3 gems. Death gems, meh. Hoklonote. Crow Witch. Owl Witch. This is all death, huh? 2 or 3 death? And this gives you some other stuff. Air or nature. This gives astral. The Hoklonote. Yeah, it's just death, but seduction. It's honestly not bad to have a few of these. Expensive, though. I mean, that's super cheap. Deer Woman. Primordial Deer. Really? You get the Primordial Deer, and it only takes Conjuration 4. Nature 4, 15 nature gems. Really? This is a Sacred Size 9 Trampler with 128 hit points and recuperation. And it comes into battle with 9d6 deer. This thing's nuts. For that cost, it's nuts. I thought this would be like 8 conjuration or something for like 40 gems. Okay. Well. Then I think I have a feeling what I am gonna go with for a pretender. Various... Stone Giant Tribe. 8 plus 1/2 for 22. Now, if I have 6 earth, say, as an example, or let's say 7 earth, I'd get 10 for 22 versus 5 for 7. Other than the opportunity cost of your time, this is far more efficient of a spell. Primordial Bear for 15 nature gems. Primordial Wolf for 25. Okay. Jeez. Teachings of Shamshiel. 2+ area effect. Heat aura 3. Fire resist 5. Well, I mean, that's a pretty good spell, but at the same time, you kind of need heat aura on, or fire resist on all your troops for me to really want to throw heat auras around. And we don't even have fire magic. I mean, not in any amount. I mean, some of these guys might have 2 fire, but that's rare. I don't know what the... I have to, like, ask ChatGPT. I mean, it's basically like a D5 twice. Okay, so it's a 4% chance. 4% of our 4 recruitment point guys will have 2 fire. I mean, it's stuff like that that really makes me, like, wonder if just something's not correct with Dominion's Enhanced. Because we've noticed a few of these things where it's just like, this seems like a fundamental spell that's just useless to our nation. That doesn't seem right. Teachings of Kokabel. Unrest minus 30. 10% tax boost plus 3 luck scales. That's pretty good. If we, I mean, I assume it's for 1 month. Right. But still, this makes it so that we could probably just blood hunt the shit out of our capital and just spam this every turn with a mage. But again, 2 astral. Who's rocking 2 astral around here? 4% of these guys. It's crazy. I don't know if this is just borked or what. Teachings of Ezekiel. Area effect 3+ flight in battle. I feel like this would all be fixed immensely if instead of this, it was just +2. If it was +2 and had 1 line, and you had +2 fire, earth, astral death, or blood, that would solve a lot of issues. It probably would make them pretty powerful, because then they'd be guaranteed to have 4 blood if they got that. But still. Yeah, still. That would fix a lot of stuff here. Evocation, we have nothing. Construction. Looking like probably a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, okay. Enchantments, Teachings of Semyaza. Area effect 2+ peel for 40. But it's range 15. I mean, this stuff just never gets used. Dance of the Mountain People. 25 Earth Gems. Summons Nirumbeat Chief Commander. 30 Berserkers, 30 Archers. I have better uses for Earth Gems. Flying Head. You get 1 for 10 Death Gems. Eesh. Thaumaturgy has nothing. Blood. Banquet of Flesh. Remove up to 10 afflictions. Kill up to 750 population. 25% chance to develop craving. So it's that usual spell. Blood spell. Just very cheap. Nalusachito for 4. That's the soul slain thing. It's not bad, I suppose. Consume strength in combat. 1 blood slave. Size +1, HP +30, strength +7, defense -1, map move +2, all fatigue is removed. Okay, so I think this could constitute a very important decision if we wanted to go with thugs. Like, if we wanted to thug these. That's a really huge buff. But you have to have a blood slave, which is not really ideal for a thug. There is, however, the blood item, the Scarlet Loop, that gives you a temporary blood slave in combat. But it will cause you to bleed when you use it. And so the counter to that is Enchanted Blood, which I wasn't really planning on taking, but if we wanted to thug, we could take that to give them a pretty significant buff. Plus, I mean, it's in large effect and 7 strength, and removes all your fatigue. I don't know why map move +2 is included, unless it's just part of, you know, enlarge. But it would allow him to do some, it would allow him to cast Temper Flesh, Personal Stone Skin, I don't know, some other earth buff or something, Strength of Giants, Temper Armor, or something like that. And then he could use that to finish his buffs and remove all his fatigue. It would be pretty significant. But like I said, I'm only going to do it if I take Enchanted Blood. Bind Demon Owls. 4+ Ishkatini for 15. Can only be cast in forests and cave forests. Ugh. Consume Heart. So another buff, caster buff for 1 slave. Regen 10%, reinvigoration 2, all fatigue is removed. Arguably, that's even better. Because normally they wouldn't really have access to regen. Okay, that makes the argument a little better then. Because I was planning on taking regen, but now it's like they could just throw that on themselves and get reinvigoration 2 on top of summon earth power, and it still removes all fatigue. It's pretty nuts. 10+ Nalusa Cheetos, Soul Eaters, 38 slaves. The Lord of Civilization. Okay. So, right. I mean, we have pretty nuts sacreds. Even without anything. Like, they're just good. But we can also get Stone Giants, which are going to be pretty nuts. And so we probably want quite a lot of Earth for that. I'm thinking Earth 7. And we need reasonably good scales. But then I also need big nature to summon the primordial deer and stuff. So yeah, I might be tempted. There is the wooden colossus, I suppose. Which is pretty good. I mean, it's kind of pricey for Dominion 4 comparatively to everything else. Does give us Earth, Nature, Blood, though. Which are the 3 things I sort of want. The Burning Bush. Jeez. It's pretty good, too. Infernal Spirit, 90 points. Like, fuck, for that price. Not an innate spellcaster, though. He does summon devils from the Inferno. Devils from the Inferno. But I'd have to add on Earth and Nature. Be a little pricey. Hmm. There's a lot of good options. There's quite a lot of good options. That's pretty unique. And 3-month immortality and built-in regen. It's pretty good. So I want, the thing is, regen is still really good. But we'd want Enchanted Blood for the reasons I mentioned. It's kind of a waste outside of that, though, if I'm also going regen. But it's a little bit of extra help. Take Berserker, but it's not super amazing or anything. We mainly were going to go with a Working Man's Bless, but now we're kind of steering away from that. Yeah, I mean, as far as Sacreds are concerned, it's mainly just our big giants. I could do the Ishkatini, and they would be pretty good. But I think they'd want something more than what we... Enchanted Blood and Regen. But, I don't know, it's pretty good. We could throw Blood Bond on as well. I would say... They do have 7 encumbrance. Quite a lot, so reinvigoration could help. I mean, I wanted to bump up the defense a bit. It's hard to say. Yeah, we wouldn't want to take Berserker then, because that would hurt the defense. Something like Hard Skin or Fortitude would be pretty freaking phenomenal, but it's also really expensive. And I think we need kind of decent scales for our main unit. Not amazing scales, but usually like this. We definitely want growth. We have that other spell that could be used to bump up our luck scale a lot, so I think we'll take that. We'd want decently high, and then I guess I could take water. And that would allow us to get Blood Surge and defense. Alright, I guess we'll go with that. So regen is incarnate. We won't have that for a long time, which makes the Primordial Deer not so good. But I don't think I can summon the Primordial Deer anyways until our Pretender comes out. So that'll be a late game kind of fun thug thing. I don't think we'll struggle in the early game. We've got good giant units that are perfectly acceptable. So, Askuth. Okay, then we're playing on a real big boy map. 272 land, 60 sea, with 16 players. Yeah, I mean, we need like 20 thrones and maybe a few extra like level 3s just to throw in the mix. Because usually I would do 8 for 6 players. So 16 for 12 players. We're almost triple. Alright, we'll go 2 level 3. And just we may never see them, but they're there. It's a lot of thrones. But it's a It's a really big map. Okay, there it is. I think it's another... I mean, again, this is sort of a style. It's like... It's kind of like the vanilla style, just better. Like, it's just a much more, like, artistic representation of this kind of dark fantasy map that the vanilla game kind of goes for. And, like, if this were the default style, I'd be reasonably happy with it. And it's weird, because it's like, surely they can come up with just a better visual style for the base random generation. Like, surely in 2025, I could have fucking Midjourney and ChatGPT come up with, like, a better visual style for a randomly generated map. I don't recommend they do that, but I'm just saying, like, it can't be that wildly difficult now. But I don't know. I don't know. Alright. So, we do not start with a scout. It's a little bit annoying. You will become a prophet, my friend. For magic, we definitely want to get water panthers going, and especially we want to get stone giants going. Let's just go conjuration 4 and go from there. These are 31 resources. These are 21. I don't think... Well, what do we have? Enchanted Blood, Blood Surge, Defense. They are quite a lot better. Yeah, they are quite a lot better. Probably rather have just a few of these. And for mages, we're mainly doing these guys. Really nice spell against other sacreds. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, what do you expect? These archers are going to die in droves. That's why we're not making them. A lot of proclamations. Oh, we left them all behind, too. Okay, melee only. Why do they do that? Don't chase, like, past the archers. What? Why am I just noticing they're all doing that now? So we have a throne next to us that's hundreds of vine men and mannequins and shit. So another throne here, 910 Barbarian, Shadow Kithron Lion, Fire Snake, Dustwalker. And a Sphinx. I wouldn't be shocked if that's a level 3, to be honest. Ooh, I also really like this Dominion display. Look at that nice, clean, modern white lines instead of the yellow piss blob. Also, we got Dominion here. That's a really sleek look. Man, they should hire this guy. So we want to get Earth Gems ASAP. But I'll wait until I get a guy with 2 Earth. So I guess not ASAP. Not quite. Yeah, I mean, I do want that spot, but not that much. So we got 2 spots in the water in our cap circle and a throne. It's pretty annoying. That's why we want to get the water panthers, but I'm not sure who I'm going to be able to send underwater. We don't actually have access to any water stuff. This might be an Ichthyid. Yeah, this should be an Ichthyid one. So he could lead the water panthers. And then we could just start taking all these water provinces. Be nice. I don't know why there's a red ball. What is this? A fucking like Pennywise reference or something? Like why is there a red balloon there? Feels oddly random. Also, this is a full wraparound map, which is pretty wild because it really didn't have to be. And most maps like this, I wouldn't have expected to be. But yeah, that actually does connect here. So, and yeah, it has full various land wraparounds. But then this isn't a province at all? Oh, I see. There's hexes. Yeah, it's a hex map. Sort of, except this is also... Okay, it's mostly a hex map. You could probably use this map pretty well for a D&D campaign. Maybe that's where it originated. Okay. We did get a 2 Earth guy, so... See, they do that? Why do they do that? Why am I just noticing them doing that now? Where they chase things off the map. I never noticed that before. Elephant Rider's pretty shit, but this will be a good spot. Sure, we'll go for it. So to summon the water panthers, we need 2 water, which raises another very good question. Where the fuck am I getting 2 water from? That's gotta be unheard of on an indie. Okay, I guess we won't have water panthers. Shit. I could summon the Shilombish, but that's not a very good option when that's all you have. Yeah, I mean, they can go underwater, but I don't think Paralyze does any damage. Is something just broken with this? I gotta search this or something? I mean, no one's really talking about it. Apparently, they used to be a different nation and they got renamed or something. Um... Yeah, no one's really discussing it. I feel like I need to load Dominion's Enhanced into the mod inspector. Oh, I see someone commented about the Bivon Shi for Tirnanog, and the those were the glamour assassins, and they had that glamour spell. They could just summon spam illusions or whatever. I don't remember the specifics of it, but they're saying how broken they are. Nothing can stand up to them from the very first turn of the game. Tirnanog can conquer the world by building nothing else, doing no research, and just assassinating literally every single commander in the world. Yeah, I thought they were pretty powerful too. Probably could do with a nerf. But let me just load in Dominion's Enhanced. I don't know what it'll really do for me, but maybe we can look at some stuff. Alright, let's go to units. Specifically for EA Sitecah. And we just want to go by magic. Water magic. What is available to me? So if we go national only, nothing. There's not a single national spellcaster with water. Summonable or otherwise. Well, that's not quite true. The Bopolis get 2 randoms. Water, Earth, Death, Glamour. So they have, what, a 20%? No, a 5% chance of getting 2 water. Deer Women have a 25% chance of getting 1 water. That's it. Okay, so that's national. Generic, I doubt there's anything we can summon that's going to give 2 water that doesn't require 2 water. Let's say summonable. Generic, 2 water. The Great Shadow, enchantment 8. Water Serpent, obviously requires water. Selkie. The Selkie does not require water. It requires 3 air, 2 glamour. Pretty sure we don't have that either. But okay, there are some options thanks to Dominion's Enhanced. There is the Ice Devil, but that requires 3 blood, 3 water. So our Pretender could do that. But we're talking pretty late then. That doesn't really help. None of this is going to help, to be honest. I feel like we've gone through this before. And the answer is still just no. So, no, I mean, that just seems so fucking dumb. Like, why offer that? Why have that? The only thing I can think of is that this used to be a different nation. The Nihualo or something like that. Nihuala? Earth and Sky? That did get access to some water magic. But no, that seems like a different nation. What did they say? The Nihualo? Nihalo. EA Nahulo. That's it. Nahulo doesn't seem like they got water magic either. So this is a guide for Dominions 5 enhanced for the nation that was this. There's no mention of water panthers, so they may have not been in the game in 5. And then for some reason they got introduced here. Something, you know, we got access to it for some reason, but yeah, okay. It's a big mystery to everybody, but we're not getting them, unfortunately. Thank you for sitting through all that. Yeah, that's something I was worried about. That hurt a lot. We lost 9 sacrets on that one. Damn elephants. But we got Opa the Owl Mother, which is kind of a strange name since Opa in German is grandpa. But sure, it's a grandma. 3 astral, 3 death. That is some big astral and big death. Let's do some dark knowledge. Actually, no, fuck that. Anybody could do that. Oh, we could summon Bison, too. Ooh, Bison, 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 Bison. There's a throne right here. These are good. Also, Katis is right here. We have wandered into his cap circle. Now, we could go to war. There's nothing stopping us from going to war. But it's a bad idea. We always know that. But I was going to build a fort there. Yeah, that's close. It's not good. On a witch's bog right away. Water, death. Good thing I can't do anything with water gems. Nice winter effects. Okay, it's not that nice, but it's okay. He's basically just went across the map with like a white brush tool or something and just spattered it on. Like, if you're gonna do that method, why not just cover the whole map in it? Like, why be kind of inconsistent? I mean, I know, obviously, the whole map doesn't become cold. But still, I mean, there's a lot of splotches here. Katis accepted, despite us having it next to him. Oh, we'll get that death side, don't you worry. Ooh, a 32 leadership. Okay. Oh, also he became feeble-minded. That's why he has no leadership. Well, my friend, I think that you are done for. You serve no purpose in our army unless I can heal you. Oh, we can heal you, can't we? With Construction 3. No? Construction 5? 5, yeah. The healing herbs. Ah, fuck. Well, I mean, I guess. But we don't have a prophet until then. Otherwise, I can just kill him and get a new prophet in 6 turns. That's a much better method all around. Alright. Go on your vision quest into the heart of the enemy. Bon voyage. And he's unfortunately, these big guys are only priests. Maybe I should make one of these instead then. Oh no, this is a level 3 priest. Ugh! That's kind of the way to go, isn't it? Alright. Tomb of the Grand Thaumaturge. Alright, let's watch his suicide attempt. Gem bait. I don't think we gem baited anything. Shame. There's 656. It's quite hefty. It's pretty good, but it's not really enough. We really need a second fort. Maybe I should just build one there anyways. Say fuck them, provoke them into a war. I'd also like one here, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, I kind of hate to do this without one of these guys, though. No, he'll be our prophet, so it's fine. Just keep making mages. Atlantis is right here. Suppose we'll be buddies with them, since I'm not going in the water anytime soon. Ah, right, research. So we got Conjuration 4. We can start getting stone giants. Well, I could see an argument for thaumaturgy, for nature gems and earth gems. So we'll go with that. And then we probably want to get some construction for soldiers of steel. Go on from there. Magma cave. What was this? This was glamour nature. Death mage may enter to summon a long dead principe. That's not really worth their time. And magma cave. Fire earth. Excellent income. Okay. Yeah, why don't you just... Oh yeah, these guys can summon allies. Right, they're animating the corpse. That's right. And they can summon the Shilon Bish, which probably isn't worth the trouble. Depends how many you get, I guess. Bless. Earth power. Right, you can't do that. Do Prayer of Earth then. Fine. And we're gonna put you right there. Okay. Okay. Lioness refused. Was a little iffy there, actually. Kind of landed on my commander there. But we got him. It's all good. Right, the stone giants. We only have +2 income right now. We only have +2 on nature, but we can get a little bit of taste. We can just get a little bit of it. Stone giants and the nature. Get some bison. And we could summon Hoklanote, which I believe was the seducer. Could also get 25 plus Shilombish. But I never find that it's worth it. I just, no. I'd rather hoard all the death gems and cast it on Pale Rider or something. Or I could get 30 plus Shade Beasts for 15. Or we can get a Hoklanote. Let's take a look. Yeah, so it's Amphibious, Death 1, Fear 5, Cold, Poison Resist, Chill 3, Ethereal, Flying, Seduction, Spirit Sight with a Life Drain. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thing with 0 protection is it's like, sure, we're Ethereal, we have 15 defense, Fear Aura, all that, good. But if a hit goes through, we take massive amounts of damage. Like, we're basically dead. But for an assassination, you know, most of the time it's not likely. And she's not an assassin, she's a seducer. It probably is worth getting one. Start working on one of these thrones. Probably not this throne. We're not going to seduce the Sphinx. But a throne. So why don't we summon that? The TIS has expanded in ways that I'm not pleased with. But I also can't blame him for. We really need to go east. Hey, burial mound. And we bumped into Atlantis here. One. Those big war shamblers. Yeah, I don't think there was ever any doubt on that, but... Yeah. Fuck out of here, man. Also, be my friend. Also Niflheim. No, I need one more. We want our bison. Start working on that. I feel cramped. Like, I know the map's kind of big, but maybe we could have gone with 14 nations instead. But maybe that's just because Atlantis was guaranteed to be, you know, there was going to be a water nation in here no matter what. Letting them get nice and powerful. That PD is basically useless. Basically a waste of money. The land of verdant greenery and a mineral cave. Nice. Nature Earth. What more do you want? Seduce. As far as our script is concerned, we have basically nothing. I'm gonna throw out a decay and it might do something. We'll throw out one decay. But hopefully nothing happens and we just succeed. Alright, we got bisons and we got stone giants. They're undisciplined. Guess we'll put them there. And yeah, we do have all the soulless, but it's like, they're so shit. They're all limp? Why do they all have a limp? Okay, they don't all have limps, just most of them have limps. Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, I should build temples, because Lord knows Katis is going to be doing plenty of priest shit. Nephilim accepted, Atlantis accepted, we can make a profit, and we failed to seduce. Well, that didn't work too well, did it? That was a good use of 12 death gems or whatever. Fuck it, get another one. Got no other use for him for the moment. Alright, become a prophet. And let's get a priest of some kind out here. We'll get 2 of them. Magma Cave and Enchanted Field. Nice. Let's try this again. Okay, much better. Divine Blessing. Sermon of Courage. Channel Divine Blades. Go. Katis will absolutely declare war soon. 2 thrones have been claimed. That's all rivers. So we'd have a connection there, but it's hard to say how usable it would be. Otherwise, I'd have to go to Zoglia. Just probably overstepping my bounds a little bit here. Hard to say. I think we want to work south anyways. Clear this. This will be good resources. Seduce enemy commander. Search. Build temple. Oh, I was gonna move the stone giants. I think they're too far forward. I don't think they're really at risk of dying, but they could die. Bisons, however, goddamn. Bode is here. Not necessarily bad. Depends where the capital is. But again, I feel cramped. Not that I want to go to war over anything, but I feel cramped. Yeah, I don't think we need a whole lot of research for these guys to thug. They don't have a lot of magic. So we probably just need Alteration 4, Blood, what was it, 3 or 4 for the regen. Construction 3. Probably be fine. I mean, we probably want Construction 5, though. Vine Shield would be a very nice upgrade for them. And a Horror Helmet will be very nice. So why don't we just go Construction 5 and then Alt 4? Maybe Enchantment something, or just go Blood. And we want Blood 4. I don't even know if I need a Blood Hunt. We kind of get enough Blood Slaves as it is. Hey, we seduced Hugo, the Barbarian Chief. Couldn't resist that nice blue flesh. Alright, let me just look over the stone giants here. Did they take any amount of damage? No. They are kind of insane. So we probably could put them just all the way up front. We are losing bisons, though. They're not super good. But that's what you get, so many of them. Search. Construct temple. That's it for you. Just gonna build one here. Kinda iffy now. Ugh. Fuck. And I have to wait on the NAP. Really hate to go to war, but I also can't really tolerate losing this much territory. Alright, we're just gonna search once. Yeah, I don't know if I should spend more nature gems on bison. Because we can just... This is not a unique thing. Like, we could have 10 primordial deer. So I feel like I should just save up. And also we have to save for nature gem... for mine shields. We probably should be blood sacrificing. Okay, Bode refused. Found a graveyard of the dam. And some shit. No problem. Alright, if he refused, then he refused. We'll throw down PD here and let him do his thing. Okay. Yep. So blood sacrifice. You got blood searcher. The blood sacrifice guy was this one. We could get one of those and just start spamming it. Alright, let's get one of those. Yeah, it's very rare for me to actually initiate a war, and it's honestly not even over a throne. The Black Witch. So I think a failed seduction is kind of always, like, in a bad spot. Although I'm pretty sure it can happen in a room. It doesn't have to be outside. God damn it. That's actually pretty bad. Katis could take that from me, so I have to go. But now we try for peace. And we really need to take this throne soon. I think he's about to take it. Fuck! I could give up Monarch Woods for a chance at the throne. No, no, it's bad. Got a Wolf Tribe Shaman. Yeah, the Stone Giants are really ridiculous. Haru Specs, go. And you can cast Gnome Lore. Even though we are going to run out of Earth Gems. Okay, he didn't take it yet. Fuck, my temples are expensive. Ugh. Could capture slaves. Except I don't really want them. Fuck. Fuck. God. Ah. not happy with the current situation. Yeah, he refused. Found the druid's grave in a snow-capped mountain. Failed to seduce the Black Witch. She is really a tough cookie. And she can just always raise skeletons. She's slaughtering so many of these very expensive seducers. I guess we could just be at war with Bode. We do need more territory, and for some reason Katis hasn't declared war, but I feel as soon as I move to kind of hit this other guy, we already know how it's going to go down. Black witches, man. It's always outdoors, and they always cast... Whoa! Didn't cast ray skeletons. Get fucked. It's not a good collection of units. Damn. Fucking swordsman. 15 defense, parry 4, cane shield. 14 protection, broad. I mean, that's a solid unit. It's a solid freaking unit. Killed that mage. No, killed the chieftain, the priest, not the mage. I can't afford to PD everything. Damn, and he's only got 10 leadership. We're fucked. Fucked. I'd have to roll out with just 150 soulless, which aren't killing shit. If I had enchantment 5, we'd have horde of skeletons on a handful of these guys, but we don't. Shit. It's pretty bad. The only thing I can do is maybe persuade him from going down this path. It's not good. Fucking hell. Like, and she's a female. We're never going to seduce her. We're never going to seduce these witches. I need to just stop that. I know, we didn't claim it. I'm very well aware. But I gotta put the hurt on him somehow, some way. Get me a vine shield. Get me a horror helmet. Get me... pretty good. But I don't know if I have quite enough health to warrant something like that. Over just raw protection. So I'd probably lean towards just the black steel full plate. For a weapon, yeah, we don't have fire or water magic. So our weapon choices for AoE are kind of limited. There is the snake bladder stick, though. Which is probably our best bet. In which case, we're going to need to make a snake ring. I mean, yeah, this would have helped. Okay. Just to cut out a miscellaneous slot on a snake ring, we'll go for that. I think we probably want... Boots of the Messenger? Or does he need earth boots? He only has 1 earth. So he needs 2 for summon earth power, which he probably wants. So I think earth boots might make the most sense. I mean, yeah, you could just give him Boots of the Messenger for map move and reinvigoration anyways. The 2 earth doesn't really make any impact here for personal buffs. Especially because he's going to be flushing his fatigue anyways. The only thing it would allow him to cast is like lightning resistance. Or if you wanted to cast Curse of Stones or something. But it really, yeah, there's not much he's going to cast with 2 earth. Unless they added something. Gift of Giant Strength, Earth Shatter Hand. I mean, none of this really changes much for a thug. It's kind of good, but not amazing. No, not really. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, yeah. Summon Earth Power does... Yeah, no, I think it's probably Boots of the Messenger. So we got Weapon, Shield, Helm, Armor, Boots. And then we went with... What was the one miscellaneous thing I already made? Nothing? I don't think I picked anything yet. Oh, no, he's making the snake. Right, we don't need that. We don't need the snake ring. Girdle of Might, probably, and we could give him a Ring of Regen. Hard to go wrong with those two. Anything big here that we could go with? Amulet of Anti-Magic. It's usually not that big of a concern. Alright, Ring of Regen. And Girdle of Might. There is Great Horn Talisman, Start a Battle Boar Skin, which increases his natural protection by 5. But it's pointless because Boar Skin would be really good after Iron Skin. Or Stone Skin, whatever we cast. But Start a Battle, it's really not that useful. He could do limited enlargement. Yeah, that would give him more health, which would increase the regen factor. It's true. I have a feeling he's going to be hurting for fatigue, but more health would probably help. All right, we'll go with that. Now, I wish I could just save all that as a template and just have them recast it later. Okay. Now, we probably... Okay, so he's got 22 head protection, 13 body protection right now, which is really quite low. And he's banking on his... What, fucking... Yeah, I mean, 45. Right, he's not going to get anything else out of that. I mean, he's going to have, in the end, Fizz Resist, which will help. And, what, 15? 15 natural. So that's going to be... Let's see, 13... No, 12. 12. He's got 12 plus 13. No, plus 12 plus 15 is about 22. 22 protection. It's not very high. But with physical resist and a lot of regen with 45 hit points. 20%. Well, yeah, he'll have 30% regen with the bless. 30% is pretty insane. Because he'll be healing for like 12 or something. No, 30%. You know, it's 14 or 15 every round. That's quite a lot. I don't think that he'll... He's not a super combatant. He's never going to be. Question is, do I want to try testing him with 20% regen to see how he does? Kind of. But we also don't have Alteration 4 just yet. And that's pretty important. I guess we'll move him there for the moment. So you're going to cast... Well, just... We're going to redo this, but just in case you get into battle. He does also get Prayer of Earth. Kind of nice. Blessing. Prayer of Earth. And right, so the thing with the blood, we haven't gotten that yet. It would eat up another slot. It's hard to say. We may want to go with the first blood spell. This connects to this for some reason. That seems borked. That shouldn't be a path. Yeah, I don't care for how this is going. Blasi accepted. That's good. Silver Throne was claimed. Found gem deposits. No, he definitely took that back. Without much incidents. You see how he chased him out? What changed? Did something change? Was some sort of scripting or... That is not how it used to be, is it? I don't know if that's how it's been the entire game and I just haven't been paying attention. There's no way I would have noticed that. Okay. Temper Flesh. Personal Iron Skin. Temper Armor. Bless. Prayer of Earth. Except we don't quite want it in that order. That's arguably the most important order. We'll see how he does. Yeah, fuck it. Let's take him on. Okay, we got a second guy. This guy is going to be more important than that. He's going to be actually leading an army. And I think we have to take this person along to do blesses. And we just can't be bothered with thrones for the moment. Yeah, I'm actually going to go claim this one first. Okay. I don't know what big picture stuff we even have. Our mages are so... nothing. I mean, we have bountiful blood and stuff, and we have a lot of shallow paths. But I don't know what we have here, really. But I guess with Earth Boots, Summon Earth Power, we can get 4 Earth. We should get Construction 6 for Legion of Steel. And then we could go all the way to Marble Army. Which, it's a little tricky. But with Earth Boots to 3, Summon Earth Power to 4, you can upcast and cast Marble Army. We're not going to be able to do it that much, but it's probably worth pursuing. Katis declares war upon our unholy nation. What did I tell you? And now we chase. And then he backcaps, and we chase, and backcap, and so on and so forth. And that was that. He got trampled by War Mammoth. Size 10 Tramplers. So much for all that. And that's a lot of gems to invest in that result. Because that was what? That was a lot of nature gems. That was 5 plus 10, so 15, 25, 33, 38, 43 nature gems, plus 10 death gems, just to get instantly squashed by war mammoths. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. And now we're up against Katis, who has his pretender out, and it's a golden lion. We are quite fucked here. I think part of that is the fact that we only have 3 spots in our cap circle, and they're all... Well, I guess this was swamp, this was highlands. But yeah, one of the 3 is a plains. Meaning that our resources have been fucking choked out. Our money has been abysmal because we were just so cramped here. Damn. Damn. I really don't like our chances now. With war mammoths involved and Katis, like, we have to be sort of bottom of the barrel for... Oh, I didn't turn on fucking graphs? Well, that's unusual for me. Okay. Yeah, but we have to be pretty darn low on the province thing. Oh boy, that is not a good screen. Alright, he took Emain, he took Swand, we attacked Stone Grave Mountains. I mean, that's no problem, great. He attacked Mountain of Madness, and we did defend it. Nice, good. And he attacked Niffle, which we did defend. Okay, could have been a lot worse. But... Katis. We cannot fight 2 wars at once. And he's in my fucking cap circle. And he's got... war mammoths. And I do not have a thug. I don't have magic that could really handle this. He's just gonna kill an absurd amount of units. Yeah, I don't have money to really make units. I mean, we're not recruiting like basically anything. I can't, like, we're fucked. Like, this game is over, is what I'm saying. We got 1 throne. I could have gotten 2 others, maybe, if we hadn't gone to war. Every time I pick a war, like, before the end of the game, if I just pick a war halfway through the game, I lose. I think I just lose. Because inevitably, someone else will also declare war on me, and then I'm fucked. Yeah, I think this is just game. I mean, yeah, I guess I could just march on his capital and just see what happens. I could march a shit ton of Solus out and just see what happens. But they're just gonna get annihilated. And our income is gonna be abysmal now forever. And it's not good. Yeah, what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen? That is a fucking horrific doom stack. 10 War Mammoth, right? I mean, just look at this shit. 72 hit points, 13 protection, trampler, 16 speed. I mean, it's not that much different from an Elephant Rider. But, yeah, I mean... Also, his 55 Wolves got 76 kills. Pretty impressive, but Solus are really, really, really shitty. And Katis, who I just can't really do anything about. The thing is, like, the AI, I'm pretty sure doesn't feel like, oh shit, I'm under attack over here by my capital. I gotta reroute everything over there. They'll just make more units and just destroy everything. Yeah, he hit my capital. Oh, with hawks. Alright. Our god has arrived. We lost Spring's Spires. Now he hits my capital with an actual army. Yeah, I mean, it's just nuts. Our walls are damaged. They sure are. And I don't know if there's a goddamn thing my pretender can do about it. We could summon Primordial Deer for a while. Yeah, we have nothing there. That's gonna go well. You know, real well. But maybe he'll accept peace. But yes, now that our capital is besieged, we basically have no income whatsoever. I mean, a little bit, but not really. Yeah, so Katis is now going to take the other half of my territory with his golden line and everything. And take our throne. I mean, this game's over. Now, you could say I mismanaged a lot of stuff. And of course, I mean, I'm still not very good at the game. I've played a decent amount now, but not that much. But it's, I mean, yeah, I don't like playing maps where my capitals are like 4 spaces apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really tight. I mean, people definitely do play that. Like multiplayer, they play maps constantly like that because they like to do wars. They like to eliminate players and blah blah blah. They like to do those big epic games like that, where there's just wars happening all the time. But we like a little bit more room than that, so we can actually like breathe. Because the AI in the early game, the AI has strict, strong advantages over us. Like against higher difficulty AI, it's very, very difficult to win early wars. And that's why every time I pick a fight, we lose. We only pick fights at the end to get a throne, and then we stomp them because they just can't compete with magic and stuff. So yeah, we don't like these really tight maps, and I mean the numbers did not correlate to it being that tight, but it's sometimes these custom maps are weird with the distribution of capitals and stuff. That is a lot of stuff. Holy shit. My army looks pretty pale in comparison. We lost all the stone giants. We lost a lot of stuff. Yeah, that running for stuff. Is that berserk? But I don't think, or I don't, okay. So yeah, he had 1,000, but 650 of it was dispossessed spirits. His Me Dreads got 90 kills. His Sacreds with 25 damage ice cudgels, 19 damage javelins, 16 protection, 11 defense, 25 hit points, and cold power. His Ogres got 24, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so we lost the High Priest, we lost one of the Lords, 80 of the Warriors, 66 Sacreds. Now, when you have that many dispossessed spirits, like, yeah, they're all pretty much going to die. There isn't much question about that. But they will paralyze a fuck ton of stuff. Like, constantly. But we killed his god. We lost Foam. We're under siege in Solam. Blah, 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 blah. We're losing units because we can't afford upkeep. I guess the last thing we can do is send out the spirit, the deer. I don't know if we have anything for our god to participate in. He can cast summon earth power. Doubles attack or trample intervals. Huh. It's pretty good. Yeah, not really. I mean, he can cast spells, but I guess he can cast Curse of Stone. Summon a bunch of bugs. He can cast Moss Body a couple times on the deer. And then cast Earth Power, and then cast Curse of Stones, and then advance and cast spells. Yep, that's the army we're sending out. Break siege, baby. Yeah, nothing else really matters now. We're about to end. Let's watch. Nice, he moss-bodied both of them. And they got absolutely decimated. Let's see here. Jesus Christ. Trample the wolf spider. Blah, 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 blah. Hit war mammoth for 19. Hit him for 8. Blah, blah, blah. And then immediately routed. Immediately routed. This one. 0 short bow for 9 points of damage. Trample the war mammoth trampled the deer. Oh my, what size are they? They're size 9, but the war mammoths are size fucking 10, so they can be trampled. There should at least be like a 3 size difference or something for trampling. Like, Shaquille O'Neal is bigger than me, but I don't know if he could trample me by just walking towards me. I mean, I don't know. I guess he could probably knock me down and then step on my face. This is getting to be a weird discussion. So anyways, yeah, that's it. We would, I mean, we could just end turn. We could actually lose here just so we could see the map. I don't think it was a bad nation. I think there is a lot of shit. It's got a bunch of national spells that you literally cannot fucking cast outside of a 4% chance on your most expensive unit. And that's really quite lame. So I don't know if that's a bug or it's a mistake. And there's no way that's intentional. I'd really want to sit down with the designer then and just pick his brain on what the fuck that's all about. I mean, yes, your pretender can cast all of those, but that's not a fun system. If you're giving me national spells that require like 2 water, you need to give me a mage that can reliably get 2 water. Even of a 25% chance on a recruitment 2 point mage. Like, okay, I accept that. Because then you have multiple national spells, and you have a two water, 2 air, 2 earth, whatever, and then I have mages that can get that. With random chance, you know, 1 of 4 chance or whatever. That's fine. A lot of nations have that. But yeah, fucking 4% chance on a recruitment 4 is unacceptable for something like that minor of a spell. So I have to imagine it's a mistake. But the fact that no one's talking about it seems really weird. How are they not fucking besieging? Like, how are they not storming the castle? No way I have much going on here. This video is too quiet. Just fucking end it. Did we really defend the castle? Oh my god. The Starnake Warriors. Okay, Jesus. Let me just put this on real quick just so we have something to fill the silence. So yeah, aside from that weird bullshit with the national spells, it's definitely not a bad nation. The Sacreds are pretty powerful, and even the normal giant soldier is pretty potent, I think. And it's one of those nations where you have a normal unit that's on the higher end and a sacred that just kind of invalidate every other unit you can make, and there's not much any reason to make the others. But there's a lot of nations like that. They're warring over who to take my capital. Jesus. That was a massive battle. Holy shit. Quit fighting over me, boys. And I think the stone giant as a summon is fucking ridiculously good. Yeah, we didn't get enough Earth gems. Mostly because we just didn't have any territory. We still successfully defended our fortress and killed his god again. This is hilarious. I mean, we're gonna get Dom killed, but it's really funny. As for this map, I mean, I like how it looks. I think it could be a good one, but yeah, definitely not 16 players next time. Maybe 14 or something. But having to play with 3 underwater nations, I guess you don't have to. I mean, you could just say fuck underwater. There's plenty of land nations. There's plenty of land nations that can go in the water anyways. So, yeah, I think just do like 14 land nations and call it a day. No one likes underwater nations anyways. This is how hard it is for the AI to take my capital. I'm gonna run out of things to talk about here. And look, they just keep slaughtering each other. If they weren't slaughtering each other, they would have already taken it. But I will get Dom killed before long. I just want to see the map so we can talk about the distribution of capitals. I suspect it's not amazingly balanced, but maybe. I mean, maybe if everyone is 4 spaces away from someone else, but the math of that seems impossible. Okay, Jesus. I don't think he takes it here. He doesn't have nearly enough. And now he's going to get routed and everything is going to die because we're surrounded by Katis. Except he's probably got another army. I mean, you can see here exactly just how much units they can muster. Alright, so he came in with 210 or something. No, he only came in with 140, but he finally took it. His sacreds were really quite impressive, I would say. Oh no, they don't show us the whole map. I'll never fucking know. God damn it. That's so stupid. Just let me see. Yeah, I get it for multiplayer, but this is not multiplayer. It's single players. Let me see the AI and the layout. I only get to see if I win. Damn it. Yeah, we'll never get to know. Oh, we do get to see this, though. Or whatever good that does. What was his bless? It was bowed. Oh my god, he had a fucking terrible bless, and they were still slaughtering everything. Jeez. Yeah, it's random blesses. It's all gonna be terrible. Okay, so there is one way that we can maybe see. We're gonna go load up cartographic atrocity. Let's put in a random name. We'll do Middle Ages. The AI doesn't matter. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we did random land except for 3. Okay. And we'll just do whatever. Yeah, TNG, that's great. Random. Okay, so we're gonna do thrones, and we're just gonna put in 0 thrones. And that means that after the first turn, the game will just end. Despair, the world has fallen. All right, and that allows us to see the whole map. Okay. So, different positions. Mictlan here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or about 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and then Pelagi there in the water. So, yeah, that's already a massive improvement. We didn't even change anything. It was the same player counts and everything. But we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like 5 or 6 from any other nation. It still would have been a little cramped. Like we would have maybe gotten this, hopefully gotten this before Zabalba did, but we wouldn't have known. Pelagia though would have been, I mean, we're technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces from Pelagia. Yeah, okay. I think he probably would have gotten this before, and it's in his cap circle. And that's the thing, like anything in a cap circle is just kind of off limits unless you desperately want war. But if we don't count anything in a cap circle, I mean, we still have quite a lot of provinces here available compared to what we had. We were here, right? And then it was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So the distribution here is just, we just for some reason got fucked. Something with our required placement or random placement and Katis's required, because he got placed in the Carrion Mire, which he's a swamp nation. It makes sense, right? We got dropped here though, and I'm not quite sure why. I feel like here would be a lot better of a spot, but that still would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, so not great. Maybe here. I don't know. However they figure it out, we got kind of fucked. This one's a little iffy, though. 1, 2, 3. It's a water nation, sure, but they almost overlap cap circles, and that's pretty rough. Um... 1, 2, 3, 4. Pythia Marcoscephaly gets kind of fucked there. Yeah, that would be rough. Because then you'd take this as part of your cap circle, he'd take this as part of his cap circle, and then, you know, one of you steps this way, and then suddenly it's like, oh shit, there's the enemy. That's way too tight. That's way too tight. So, yeah, I'd say 14. There's no random waters. Just put 14 and call it a day. Because, I mean, look at how nice Zabalba has it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then to me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it. He gets this whole area to himself. Because I probably wouldn't go over this bridge. So he gets everything to himself there. Yeah, I think it's a fun looking map. I don't mind it, but that was rough. Alright, that'll do it. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.